So just yesterday, Nongshim Redforce made a new announcement for the upcoming season, and that's Yoman joining the team, but as a coach, not a player. Now, in some ways, this is a homecoming, a return, because he actually used to play under the Nongshim banner back when they were in Challengers and actually rivals with the current core, which used to be SPG. And I think this is pretty exciting. Both, I would say, for Yoman in terms of long-term career, but also for the Nongshim Redforce team. One of the strengths I believe that Yoman used to have as an IGL and a player is that he used to bring a lot of new, unique ideas, sometimes a little bit too stubborn, but you could always at least see the picture of what he was going for, and he knew what the win conditions were. On top of that, I think he had some pretty strong understandings of particular maps, and overall was a generally pretty good IGL. In fact, he was always the one that I would say, well, if a Korean team, or a Korean-speaking team was looking for an IGL, like, this is the best place to start. He might not always be the best one on the market, but he's definitely a good place to start. So I think that combined, right, like a good understanding of maps, especially knowing kind of what players have to go through, along with being able to bring some fresh ideas, different comps. He had some solid plays, both pre-barrier and also in terms of reaction, like retakes. I think it's going to really help bolster the playbook for Nongshim Redforce. The last thing in my head is I think it never hurts to have someone who used to be a player on your coaching staff. Now, I don't think it is required to have been a player to be a good coach. But if you even have one person who used to be a player on the coaching staff, I think it helps bridge that gap and that communication for the current players, in the sense that, this person knows. They know what you're going through. They know what it's like to be on that current stage. They know what it's like to be playing this particular game. And I think that should also help, especially when you consider that Yoman used to IGL one of the players, X-Ross, back on Nongshim together, and also used to have to anti and call against most of these players that used to be under SPG. So we'll see how this goes, but an extra coaching staff, hopefully it makes them a lot stronger in 2026.